Welcome back, Button Club viewers and members. I am not your host, Shadow Fury. I am Aito, and I am joined by our gracious host,
Shadow Fury.
We never get to reverse the roles here, so I figured we'd have a little bit of fun.
All right, yeah, well done.
What are we doing today, my gracious host?
Well, I think speaking of reversing the roles and doing something that, not normally done here on the Button Club channel, we're going to be talking a little bit about today's big surprise at the San Diego Comic-Con, Mortal Kombat 1 content. Now, you were at EVO, you competed in it,
Yes,
right?
I was, yep. Not my main game. I used to be an avid main game Mortal Kombat-er. And then when MK11 came out, I was still really into it, but MK1 kind of fell off a cliff for the competitiveness. I've been a Tekken 8 player through and through, main game for the whole time it's been out.
Like a lot of the community, you would say,
Oh, of
right?
course. A lot of MK people flocked over to Tekken, but as we can see, I've got my cool Takeda shirt that I purchased at EVO, and I do love this shirt, and I love the character. It's just hard for me to really invest all my time in Mortal Kombat, but we have two avid Mortal Kombat enjoyers here.
Yes.
We were heavily invested in MKX in the peak of Mortal Kombat in more modern times.
Yeah, and my apartment's got a bunch of Mortal Kombat memorabilia from classic Mortal Kombat games. So it's a beloved franchise of mine. We just haven't had much to talk about it on the channel because we haven't had many amazing things to say about it. But I don't want this to be a doomer for people who are new to the channel and who are Mortal Kombat fans. Because of our love and passion for the franchise, we do really want to shine what I think is a very bright spotlight on the community, on this game, with this trailer. Now, I have seen it already.
I have not, which is hilarious because typically I've been far more invested in Mortal Kombat 1 than Shadow Fury.
Yeah.
But the roles were reversed because I was the one getting messages about this trailer because I was just so lost in the sauce with other stuff that I didn't even see it. And then when I started asking questions, he was like, how about we just make the video? And I was like, all right, cool. Yeah. So now we're here. And, first time Mortal Kombat recording for you and I.
Yeah, yeah.
And this is exciting. I think so. I was very invested in this game when it came out, and like you said, we're not dooming. If anything, we're trying to remain optimistic for a game-changing patch. Something that can come to Mortal Kombat 1 and re-breathe some life back into it. That's 100%. What we're hoping for.
Yeah, because a healthy fighting game community is all of the levels being, equally as healthy or as healthy as they can be. So my expectations for this trailer were pretty low.
Mine are on the floor. Just to be clear, I don't mean to sound like negative, but my expectations are at the bottom of my shoes.
But mine's have this trailer exceeded my expectations, so that's really the reason why I feel like it'd be great to share this with you guys and with Aito for the first time. So without any other further ado, let's get right into the trailer.
We'll watch the whole thing, no stops, and then we'll stop and go back out.
I think you're gonna love it. Everything else is good? We good to go?
Let's go. I think we're good.
Okay.
Let's hit it.
Chaos reigns.
There are no sacred laws, no divine rules. I choose what is right. I hold the power. And I choose to bless all beings everywhere with anarchy.
This new Havoc is different from ours. He doesn't want freedom. He wants to burn everything down.
What?
Let real warriors handle this.
What's going on there? So it's a gender swap sector. I love how they show some in-game play. It looks like Sector, but that's obviously a little different. Like Blue Beetle-esque.
My will is unbreakable.
Voice acting.
She's Ungadi. So Cyrax is Ungadi.
I don't know what that means exactly.
She's like Tanya, same race.
Oh, okay. And hold on.
What the hell was that?
I know, I'm sorry. But what makes you say that? How do you know that from that?
The accent.
It's
same exact as Tanya's.
Oh, okay. I just want to go back. I'm sorry. I just wanted to know.
Yeah.
These are not robots. They are
people
humans in mech suits,
yeah.
Which I think is just so cool.
Wow. Females.
I like the little foam. Still got the bomb, no net instead, right? Air grab, perhaps?
That was air hit throw, I guess.
The future is chaos. All must embrace it.
Sounds awesome. Yes, it is. Look at this.
You sound like Bihan.
I am he, though not as you remember.
What did Havoc do to you?
He perfected defeated me.
He looks insane. Want to know why they're green?
Oh, you got that MK9.
First Shang Tsung, now this Havoc.
This will be amusing.
Rip it off his head.
Yeah.
Classic Havoc.
So sick.
Will the threats from these titans
Great.
never cease?
Base model.
Tell me, how do we escape this crisis?
It disgusts me how you've corrupted the Lin Kuei.
Make no mistake, we are here because of your treachery.
Oh!
There will be blood.
Okay. Hold on now.
Do you like scary movies?
Yep, that's real. We heard rumors. It's real. Oh, forget Chrome. We got T-1000. Arnold's back.
Are you... Wait a minute. Whoa, flashbang. Wait.
Chaos reigns on my birthday.
That's the original release date of the game.
Yeah.
Exactly a year later.
Yeah. What's that?
Finish him.
Quan Chi. Scorpion.
Oh, animalities?
Animalities. Rain. Into a praying mantis.
Oh, God.
When I heard these were back, I wasn't optimistic. These look good.
God. Rest in peace, monetization. Oh, my God.
Yeah, I don't care.
Animality.
How sick. New story chapters, Combat Pack 2, Cyrax Sector, Noob Saibot. Look at these skins. Free update. And the Scorpion 1996
Okay, whoa.
movie was also a free update.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Okay,
Uh-huh.
okay. So, MK1 redid story. And I feel like I follow that actually a lot more than you did because I understand that a lot more.
I didn't want to understand it because it looked very ugly.
I liked the repurposing of everything in like a new universe. I liked it. I think it's cool because it gives them a good excuse to bring back characters and reflavor them because they have the thing of just being like, hey, it's a completely new world where everything's different anyway, so we're just going to make everyone else different. The gender bender Sector and Cyrax is weird. And
Really?
Not bad weird.
Yeah.
They looked really cool. Cyrax is like weird, like poison, puffy bombs were really, really odd.
Yeah.
Sector looked like classic Sector, which actually looks pretty sick. But wow, so we have to go back to the characters that got revealed. So there was T-1000. I don't think I'm familiar with that character.
Oh, that's from Terminator 2.
Oh, okay.
So since we had Terminator last game, I think they're bringing it back. And I know a lot of people.
Oh, right there. Yeah, let's pause it here. So, all right, we've got Ghostface,
Yep.
Noob,
Sector,
Cyrax. Who is that again?
Oh, this is Conan the Barbarian.
Oh, yeah. I'm familiar.
Yeah.
And then T-1000.
Yep.
Okay.
This is the most boomer character here from what
from
what people have said. That term, I don't usually use that terminology, but people have. But that is a pretty old movie because he's still relatively young in his acting career and has a great physique.
Mm-hmm.
I think T-1000 makes the most sense because I know everyone wanted Chrome in this game, right? People were talking about Chrome and this and that, and there's so much fan art and love for this fan-created fictional character. So I think they just went the route with, hey, let's just give you the the function in a combo fiend sort of way of saying, here's what this character could be like.
So, wow. It's so funny that Ketchup and Mustard wrote off the ability to have their characters because they were cameos. but they did the Scorpion Sub-Zero thing where now they're both.
Yeah.
And they're going to get them in a more of a reflavored, repurposed way.
Which I love.
But that's a big win for them. Like, they 100%. Get to play double Sector, double Cyrax, or mix and match.
Yeah,
like, How cool is that?
That is super cool.
The double Noob Saibot DLC the double back-to-back Noob Saibot in the back-to-back Mortal Kombat games, that's kind of a win, too, because when we didn't get him in MKX, people were like, that's kind of whack.
Kind of why not? Yeah.
Ghostface, they have to have some kind of horror character in every single game, which makes sense. You know, they had Jason, and they had Freddy, then they had Jason, then they had who was the horror character in 11? It wasn't Spawn. Why am I blanking on this right now? I breathed MK11.
No, I didn't. Like that game was a little forgettable for me.
I'll remember it eventually.
Leave it in the comments and make fun of us for it.
Yeah, there was definitely a horror character in MK11, and I don't remember who it was. And then now they have Ghostface, so. They always have a horror character. It makes sense. I'm obviously like they're in the middle for a reason. I'm most interested in like what they are all about. The duo.
100%.
That's wow. Okay, this is weird.
Who is the strongest and who is the weakest in this lineup?
Canonically or from a tier list perspective?
Fan favorite. Who?
Which
one of these characters is hitting and which one of these characters is like I could
to hell
throw
no.
away? Yeah.
I think adding Conan was cool, but literally no one in the world asked for that. Nobody on planet Earth. I also think T-1000's a little weird just because it's like, I'll be real, I haven't seen the Terminator movies, but I've seen so much about the Terminator universe, but even still, I don't really recognize that character and I have no clue what he's going to do.
Okay.
I think that the gender bender, Cyrax and Sector were obviously going to be the selling points, and they're dope as hell. Noob coming back is pretty hype. In 11,
he looks great.
Yeah, he does look great. In 11, he was kind of whack.
He was slow and whack.
My favorite part about them bringing him back is it looks like he's going back to his MK9 design.
Yep.
Which is based because his MK9 design was absolutely sick.
And his voice is better here. I hated his voice in 11. This is the opposite of his generation, the old schooler, the boomers here. It sounds like
MK3, you know that.
Dr. Claw. Sounds like Dr. Claw, Inspector Gadget. You know what that is?
Oh, yeah.
Don't front.
No, I do.
Okay.
I do.
See, for me, I think the weakest here is Ghostface.
Really? No, I think Conan's the weakest.
You think Ghostface looks like Conan underneath that robe?
Hell no. But I think Ghostface's moveset is going to be based because here's the thing. They put so much extra effort into these horror characters because they know that they're going to draw people from like Dead by Daylight. People who watch horror movies are going to go, damn, maybe I want to press some buttons with Ghostface. And it's like you said too, which everybody knows, Mortal Kombat appeals to the more generic audience as a whole. So they're going to draw in people.
It sells a lot of copies.
Oh, so many.
How about rephrase that? Try that again. We all know Mortal Kombat as a whole sells a lot of copies.
Yeah. But the thing is that's because they're appealing to such a broad audience.
Yeah.
People who play Dead by Daylight are going to go, damn, I want to play Ghostface, and they're going to do it.
Well, I just feel like he's got a sword, he's got a knife, and not only that, they have to give Ghostface like mythical like movie powers or something to make him like I don't understand the physical appeal into what he could do in this universe.
He's just a dude in a robe with a knife.
That's my point.
I mean, bro, Johnny Cage is literally just an actor that punches you in the face, and he's top tier.
Oh yeah, but he's got like. Well, he had special moves.
I mean, yeah, and his special moves
the green
his special moves are drive
projectile.
Rush.
Yeah.
His special move is drive rush.
Skipping neutral.
Skipping neutral. Oh my god.
And I think the biggest win is the robots for me, honestly. I think for this.
They're sick.
And
so it's gonna come with story. I'm really excited about that because I love the story modes in MK. They're always so fire. Ever since MKX. Even in MK9, like they've just been amazing.
MK9 and MKX are like my favorite.
Goated.
That's like some of the best storytelling, which is why 11 gets a little fumbly for me. And
11 had a great story mode, but the game was just bad.
Yeah. Well, even story mode was kind of iffy for me. I was just like, oh, the young one, the old one.
It got time travel-y and all that crap. Yeah. You know how that goes.
And then the restart. But then when I saw what was going on in this story mode, I was just like, man, this seems like an absolute mess. But I
was optimistic, and I was like, it's a new beginning, and I like it, and it's cool.
But towards the end, you're just like, I found it frustrating. But the point I was going to make is that seeing story mode part 2 come in, now I feel better because now I feel like I can almost...
connect more dots.
I can digest the last meal by putting a new one in, kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, kind of forget that and see where the story is really going to go from here with this restart.
Yeah, I agree. And I think kind of what you said about adding on, like, you know, instead of just having a main course now we have sides. And I feel like when you have a complete meal, it's a better meal.
Absolutely.
So it's like, now we're going to see why they're female, what they're doing, how they're involved. Because as you know, I'm assuming you know of what happened in story mode about how, you know, Sub-Zero was evil because he's Bi-Han, and Kuai Liang, who used to be Sub-Zero in the old games, is now his brother in this game. And, you know, he was the good guy, and they wanted to run the Lin Kuei, but then, you know, Kuai Liang, who's now Scorpion, makes Shirai Ryu and blah, 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 blah.
Which is why we saw that interaction with them like that, you know what I mean?
He's got the slash from the battle and all that crap. And Takeda's going to play a big part because Takeda in MKX was a part of the Shirai Ryu, and he was, he was a underling of Scorpion.
That's true.
So we'll see how that plays in too, because he's gonna be a Shirai Ryu character, and I'm thinking that, I mean, this is funny because Cyber Initiative from MK9 making, you know, Cyrax and Sector into robots was like a whole thing. So now I wonder how they're gonna reflavor that kind of pinnacle moment in the story into them wearing suits rather than being actual robots.
Well, I think I got a piece of it through I was watching someone basically get the information live, like through Twitter with his chat, and you know, so we were all kind of getting it in pieces as we were going on, and one of the parts before you had just come in, when I was like, all right, don't look at this, you know, was the part when Sector's little tentacles kind of come out.
Yeah, it's so odd. It's like Devora-esque.
It is Devora-esque, and there was a part where I feel like I sounded like I heard her voice talking in the background, but apparently they are the apprentices of Cyrax and Sector, and they're not actually like they're not.
Well, yeah, because Sector and Cyrax are technically in the game. They're just a cameo, and they don't really have much story presence at all.
Exactly, and I think that this could like technically be, you know, for story purposes, I think this is a great direction for it to go in, because then I think maybe you kind of crush some of that inner turmoil about the Cyber Initiative, whether or not to do it. So, well,
I mean, also from what I gathered immediately was Cyrax is Ungadi, which means she's gonna have some form of tie-in with Tanya, and Tanya's like a good girl in this story mode. So Tanya's a cool character too. I like how she got repurposed because she was very like weird in MKX, like really weird.
Yeah, really
and,
weird.
I don't like her gameplay, but I mean, her as a story character is cool. This is overall.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how does this make you feel? Like, was I right a little bit?
It was definitely above my expectation. Yeah. It definitely didn't blow me out of the park.
Okay.
But overall, it's cool. Much more interested in this chunk over here with, like, you know, Ghostface, Noob in the duo. You know, the other two are a little lost on me, but I mean, clearly there's merit because a large portion of Mortal Kombat's community now is people who grew up playing MK1, MK2, like OG.
Of course, yeah.
And this is gonna appeal to those, which is at least half.
It has to, and those are the people that have families and a lot of money, right?
And a lot of money.
You know,
yeah.
They're better off than, like, you know, the teenager or whatever. Yeah. For me, there is like, you know, when you're going through a game and something has the highlight around it to grab your attention to pick it, I see that around the 3 Mortal Kombat characters, and these other people feel like background fodder for me, unfortunately. That's just how I feel. But I also heard someone mention through that stream I was mentioning earlier that they feel like Conan might play a lot like Kodokan. Probably. Because they, of course, they want to reuse some of these assets to make game development run smoother. And
he's got a sword.
Yeah, he's got a sword.
This is a very weapon-based game. You know, Scorpion has the Kusaragi, and, you know, we've got people who are using weapons like Sindel using her in MK11. She used her big pole arm thing, and they're going more weapon-based as of the newer Mortal Kombats, which is cool because
that's kind of where it went during that generation.
And Armageddon,
exactly.
Right. And when you could do fists or weapon style, that was cool.
And this guy is basically a liquid metal weapon. He can morph into anything. So I bet he's gonna
be sick.
He's gonna have, like, you know, he'll collapse into a puddle and maybe, you know, be able to move and teleport and do things like that.
Turn into like a gun or turn into like a hammer.
Some
a big fist.
Baraka things. You know what I mean? Dicing people.
He's gonna be sick. But as of right now, I'm just looking at him and I'm like, okay, cool. But I mean,
guy, right?
I'm assuming I'll see his trailer and go, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But
and when we're done with this, I should just show you like a couple of scenes from the movie, just so you can see what that's like. You want to watch this one more time?
Yeah, let's go through and we can do more commentary this time.
Yeah.
There are no sacred
Oh, you see Sector and
laws,
Cyrax
no
literally right in the beginning.
divine
Right in the dead beginning, you see
Oh
both of them,
my
and
God.
it
sacred
flows
laws.
right past.
Yeah,
no
there's so
I didn't even
divine
notice
rules.
it the first time around.
I choose what is right.
And
I
Havocs.
hold
Yeah,
the
so are these
power.
Havocs
It's
from
like
all the
the,
other realms?
I guess they're
I
like the
choose
Rockies.
to bless all
That or
beings,
they're from a bunch of realms.
everywhere
They might be a
with
race of people
anarchy.
as well.
Really?
Yeah, I mean,
well, doesn't that
This new
happen to him
havoc
though?
is different from ours. He doesn't want freedom.
They melt his
He wants
face
to
into the
burn
molten,
everything
like,
down.
thing that was in story mode.
Let real warriors handle this.
So cool.
She sounds more like Jackie.
Yeah.
And Cyrax sounds more like Tom. What if that's Jackie Briggs? What if that's motherfucking Jackie Briggs as Sector?
Dude, that's a great idea because
Takeda references Jackie Briggs in his quotes in the pregame. He's like, "Where's Jackie? Where's Jackie?" Because they were lovers in MKX.
yeah, of course, yeah.
Dude, if that's Jackie and that's
that's
the
actually kind of hype
twist,
for you. Yeah, you like
well,
that?
I think that'd be cool because then they're not bringing back Jackie Briggs's like character
and
in-
her.
right. In
I
her,
hate
yeah,
Jackie
yeah,
Briggs'
we don't need to talk about
gameplay,
that.
but this could be like her still in that mold. But
Yeah,
with a
she's
whole
in the
new
universe, but now she's
moveset.
like a Sector character. Which
That's
would be
kind of cool.
That would be kind of sick.
Wait,
And maybe like
wait,
Cyrax
no. We see her face later. I think we see her face with the mask off.
Well, let's see.
Yeah. All right.
The refloat combos are really cool. Throw animation.
My will is unbreakable.
This could be like Tanya's daughter too, or something like that.
I am very with this design.
Oh yeah, I think this is badass as hell.
I like this too. This is
Teleport that leads very Cyrax-like.
yeah. It's perfect.
Future is
And Noob
chaos.
is obviously based as hell.
Must embrace it.
He looks fucking badass.
And look at how he's playing here.
Oh
Also.
yeah.
You sound like Bihan.
I am he, though not as you remember.
What did Havoc do to you?
Perfected.
Oh, so that's clips right there of them kidnapping Bihan then and doing this to him,
Gotta be.
right?
Yeah. So this is
This isn't like another universe.
Nope,
noob.
this is quite literally Bihan in the story is no longer Sub-Zero and is now Noob Saibot, but for gameplay purposes you can still play both.
Yeah,
but this is
yeah.
actually Bihan now.
Yeah.
So they quite literally did a full loop back to the OG universe where Bihan still becomes Noob Saibot, but the way it happens is completely different.
Yeah.
So-
Instead of going through Quan Chi, he said,
Right,
you
he
know,
goes through Havoc.
and he
yeah.
perfected
and
me. I love
Scorpion is his brother, so now Kuai Liang is technically the only living, Scorpion or Sub-Zero, because in MKX, Kuai Liang was the second Sub-Zero because it went Bihan and then his little brother.
Yeah. So then, in that instance, when they're talking to Cyrax, I wonder if that's her trying to recruit him back to the Lin Kuei.
And that's why he's so pissed off because he's like, I'm in the Shirai
with the
Ryu
treachery.
now, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, but she's like, but
Well,
you
how could
started
you
this.
do that?
You left. Now
Yeah.
he's dead. You could have been there to protect your brother
Yeah.
as leverage. Now he's dead. We need you back.
Yeah.
And then the Shirai Ryu maybe gets taken over by Takeda.
Oh, dude.
You
yeah.
guys catching all this?
Yeah.
You with me?
Dude, we're
'Cause-
getting deep.
Dude, because this is exciting. Was
Yeah.
I wrong?
No, it is. I think I'm honestly the most excited about the story development rather
Yeah,
than even the freaking gameplay.
Yeah.
Because
Well,
I love a good story.
Absolutely. Excellent. Good tandem. Insane. Yep.
And
Versus.
this is
What a
the
shot.
brotherly battle.
Yep.
And this is so funny because canonically, when Bihan fights Kuai Liang, it was
In Sub-Zero
Noob
form.
It was Sub-Zero who used to be Sub-Zero.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
now it's still Bihan versus Kuai Liang, but Kuai Liang happens to be Scorpion now. So it's
Exactly.
still the same showdown,
Uh-huh.
but now it's Scorpion rather than Sub-Zero.
Yeah.
Which is so cool.
It's really interesting. And think of that from a competitive level, the matchup knowledge.
Yeah,
The
true.
lack of. You
Yeah.
know the ice, right?
Listen, man, in MKX, I mained Kuai Liang. In MK1, I mained Kuai Liang. That's all I gotta say.
Shang Tsung, now this havoc?
I wonder what those stones are all about on his chest.
This would be amusing.
Oh, like or like gems he's had to collect from other realms, like the story mode from the older games.
Yeah.
There.
Maybe he's trying to like remake the medallion.
Yeah. Naga.
Trying to free Shin off or some crap.
Maybe.
Will the threats
Yeah, so
from these
she's-
titans
So she looks
recede?
more like
She's a-
Tanya.
Yep.
Will the
That's more like, or
Beautiful face model.
Yeah,
absolutely.
The faces
beautiful.
are great.
And I love the like Iron Man Blue Beetle like in the mech suit, but still see the face to humanize these characters constantly.
Because like, and another thing too is
that's real Sector behind her. Look how sick he looks.
Yeah, he really does.
I didn't.
No. That's the woman. That's the girl.
It is.
Yeah. You
looks so different.
You can see like the chest complexity and like the helmet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I thought I saw like more silver. So
I know that would have been cool, but I mean, I can only assume
okay.
that Sector and Cyrax are gonna get the cameos are gonna get skins that look similar to this.
Yeah.
Or imagine human.
That would be sick.
Cameos?
Yeah, that would be. That's how you have to do
like
that.
MK9 level skins.
Yep.
Throw
it back.
Titans never cease.
Oh, there you go.
Oh yeah, like a half.
Will the threats from these Titans never cease?
Yeah, so I would
It
assume
looks more
Japanese.
Like, it looks more like a Lee May. Like a Lee May daughter type deal. Because
Okay.
because Lee May is part of that association that guards Katana because she's technically the overrule or the overworld, whatever. Or Sindel. Sindel is like the what do they call it? The Emperor of Outworld.
Yeah,
and
Empress,
and Katana and Melina was supposed to be the heir,
like, yep.
and then Lee May was like the protector, and then they called her like a what do you call it, like a traitor and all that crap, and then maybe this is like her daughter, and then Tanya, then that would make sense because Tanya and Lee May work together, so Tanya and Lee May both had children, and now they're also protectors of Outworld maybe or something. I don't know, freaking. That's the only thing I can think of.
I mean, we're just, figuring that. And there's Johnny in the background.
How do we escape this crisis?
That is hilarious.
Disgusts me.
And look
You
at
corrupted the Lin Kuei.
Make no mistake, we are here because of
So
your
is that her
treachery.
defecting?
Maybe
Why they're fighting?
It's gotta be.
Or is it training?
It must have been like you said. Less.
There will be blood. Do you like scary movies?
I kind of like his voice.
I'm glad it's accurate.
He's kind of sick.
That's amazing.
Yep, that's sick as hell. His face looks fucking incredible. So does Arnold.
Yeah.
Oh, what do you think the voice actor is going to be?
It better be.
It's definitely not going to be Arnold.
No, because he wasn't in the last one,
and also
right?
he's getting really old.
So you might as well just get the other guy. That's probably another reason we're like, hey, just pay that other guy again.
Yeah.
Chaos reigns.
On the same day it came out last year.
And then, what's your take on these animations?
Oh, they're sick.
They're sick. Welcome.
I think.
It's like if you're gonna be corny, you might as well
I like
go all the way.
I really like the friendships from MK11.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I don't know who some of those first ones are. This one either. I feel like I heard someone say that Quan Chi was a dinosaur. I don't know this one.
That's probably.
This is Rain. Fish. And they showed the full animation of that animality. If we can look at it. Which I think this is awesome.
Oh yeah, it looks sick. And this is wild.
Because you remember back in the day, animalities like that figure looked silly, you know. For it to be actually like a real beast, I think is really, really cool.
Look at that cover art, man.
I mean, that looks exciting.
Pretty based.
Pretty based. I think there's other information maybe on NetherRealm's website. Are you interested in checking that out?
Wait. Wow. Cyrax, Sector, and Noob Saibot all come out on the same day. Holy shit.
Oh my god.
We're gonna have a freaking field day.
Oh my god.
My question is, do I like this enough to actually buy it? That's my question. You know what we should do?
It's an excellent point.
We should do a story playthrough of MK1 before this drops, and then we do a story playthrough of MK1 when the DLC comes out.
I love you.
That'd be really cool.
That would be,
and we can switch off playing and stuff.
Absolutely.
That'd be really, really
All
fun.
right,
that would get us into Mortal Kombat 1 a little more.
Game on.
That'd be really cool. I'd really like that. And you know, that's how I enjoy Mortal Kombat these days. It's not going on and freaking climbing stupid Combat League ladder. It's like playing against you, playing against Boltazo's brother. Like that's where I have fun with Mortal Kombat these days.
Nice.
So.
All right, cool.
But we're right about to hit the 30 minute, and we pretty much covered everything. So that was like really solid.
Skins.
So here's my thing about skins in MK1. The Wedding Scorpion looks dope, gets him the slash, all that. I don't like the way they do these, because the way they do it is your currency in MK1 resets every season, and that's the currency that you use to buy stuff from the free shop. Then you have your premium currency, which you can buy, which you keep forever, which has a rotating store, which has some stuff that's exclusive that'll never come back, some stuff does come back, and then you get these gold coins that also persist forever that you can go to like this shrine and you can sacrifice it to get a chance to get like, you know, random skins from like a random pool. So the currency system in MK1 is not streamlined, it's not straightforward, and it makes no sense. And there's not a shot in hell I'm spending money on microtransactions on a game that I spent $120 on release, and I'm gonna drop $40-something for DLC or more.
And you still, you know, and we still have no lobbies.
Still have no lobbies.
That drives me insane.
A year, and that's cringe, to be honest. Step up
I
your
agree.
game, NetherRealm. And you know, as a recap too, like Quan Chi, mid. Ermac, pretty sick. Homelander, mid. Omni-Man was pretty cool. Peacemaker, kind of cool. Takeda, based as hell. But like,
you have to wait the whole year.
In retrospect, DLC 1, when I looked at this, I went, damn, that's finna be hype as hell. Then I played Homelander and I was like, this character is so bland. He has no sauce. He's sauceless. They're like, yup, he's not gonna be a Superman clone. Hey,
Hello,
yeah?
Superman?
Yeah. Can you go ahead and put that Superman clone in the game? Yeah. No! Bro, he's literally a Superman clone. There's nothing different between him and Superman. He's a man that punches you and shoots lasers. There's no fucking difference. Omni-Man has sauce. I get it. I liked Omni-Man. Peacemaker, liked him a lot in the beginning, really fell off for me. Takeda, base as hell, best DLC character, no question.
Hands down.
Quan Chi, decent design, literally garbage bottom tier, and not fun to play, does no damage, and Ermac's redesign was cool, but I would have preferred an original Ermac, like a more classic. Yeah. But it's like, I have a lot more faith in what I've seen so far from the new characters. I think that the first 3 are guaranteed to be a banger. The duo plus Noob Saibot, guaranteed banger, and that's why they're releasing them first. And then Ghostface is probably going to be a banger, and T-1000 and Conan are going to be a question mark.
I think this is also amazing because they have completely separated it by interest. You either want, love, and need your Mortal Kombat characters in your Mortal Kombat game, and if you are a fan of the guest characters, which I am to a degree, but I just feel like you drown me, right? You know, water torture me with guest characters in this franchise. Well, at least we get it all out at once.
Yep, we're gonna get 3 franchise-specific home characters that we're gonna get again, and they're gonna be completely revamped.
Yep.
And, you know, Noob Saibot's going to be reminiscent of 9. Cyrax and Sector are going to be completely, you know, rebranded, brand new, with a original flair on them, but their moveset is going to be super unique and different. So I'm really excited for that.
Hell yeah. So, 1 out of 5 Button Club buttons. What do you give this trailer? How Season 2 looks in this video?
I think everything included, if we're going to include story mode and like everything.
Animalities and there's even some other costumes I don't think they even showed here.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, the costumes are like a nothing to me. I'd probably call it like a 4 out of 5.
I agree. I agree.
It definitely was way better than I expected. Like I said, it didn't blow my socks off. It was cool.
I like a lot of the free fan service. I think that's very much needed because, you know, you really got to get people in. I am optimistic for the future. Hopefully you are as well.
Oh, absolutely. And it's like I said, I would love for Mortal Kombat 1 to just become a phenomenal game. But it's
going to have to take its time.
It's a little late now, and it kind of sucks because they're really slowing the game. But, you know, Takeda was amazing. And, you know, DLC 1, it was what it was. And I hope that the game going forward can only improve from here.
Here's what I'll say about this. We all know the tales of Street Fighter V on release. And it's the story of Street Fighter V is yuck, absolutely not, to Season 3, 4, 5, or whatever, and then being like, okay, this is actually I can swallow this, right? Mortal Kombat has that potential, and what carried Street Fighter V was its fans, and there's a lot of them. Yeah. What can carry Mortal Kombat is its fans, and there is way more. Yeah. So I really, really hope that if they can improve upon the game. And because what we know about 4 years of a game cycle, that's what they're thinking, or longer this time. They said this is going to be the longest supported Mortal Kombat thus far, right?
They claimed that, but I see with the way that year 1 went, if they don't get a direct upwards trend with Season 2, I think they might stick to the 4-year game cycle, and they might have to let rip a new game just for financial purposes.
Yeah, 100%.
We will see.
We'll see.
I mean, if they can make the game god tier and it lasts for 5 or 6 years, sign me up. 100%. Tekken 7 was still fun on year 6 and 7.
100%.
So we'll see, you know? But, I mean, this will get a 5 out of 5 if it's cheaper than $40, which it won't be. It's probably going to be $40. That's
Yeah,
like
you
the
think so?
baseline. If it's anything more than $40, it's knocking off points for that. But
Yeah. I guess we'll have to wait and see.
if it's cheaper, maybe it's a 5.
All right. Well, let us know down in the comment section what you thought of this reaction. What do you think of Mortal Kombat Season 2? Tell us. I wanna engage with you guys. If you're interested in more of this content, also give it a like so that we know that you want more of this and we can give you some of that.
We will talk about Mortal Kombat any day, any time of the week. So
100%.
we are always down.
So with that being said, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Check out some of our other content if you're into the full scope of the FGC. We'll catch you guys on the next video. Keep pressing them buttons.
Peace.